Somos USIL Ventures, incubadora, aceleradora y consultora de negocios de la Corporación Educativa San Ignacio de Loyola. Desarrollamos, transformamos y potenciamos emprendimientos con énfasis en innovación, tecnología y sostenibilidad.
En USIL Ventures estamos en contacto y comprometidos con los emprendedores. Somos conscientes de los desafíos actuales y futuros. Somos un equipo resiliente.
Somos actores claves en el ecosistema de emprendimiento e innovación y contamos con 3 ejes de acción estratégicos. USIL Ventures Academy. Aquí fortalecemos la cultura emprendedora e innovadora en la comunidad académica, con más de 5.000 alumnos impactados y más de 50 docentes certificados anualmente. USIL Ventures Startup, donde acompañamos la creación y fortalecimiento de modelos de negocio con enfoque startups en las etapas de incubación, aceleración y soft landing a nivel LATAM. A la fecha, contamos con más de 130 startups incubadas y aceleradas que han generado más de 1.200 empleos. Y USIL Ventures Consulting, desde donde asesoramos a universidades, MIPYMES, brindamos servicios a corporativos y ejecutamos proyectos de cooperación internacional con más de 10.000 emprendedores capacitados, más de 450 empresas fortalecidas y más de $10 millones en consultorías ejecutadas. Contamos con el respaldo del Programa Nacional de Desarrollo Tecnológico e Innovación ProInnovate del Ministerio de la Producción y formamos parte de la red de aceleradoras de la Alianza del Pacífico, Aceler AP, y la Asociación Peruana de Capital, Semilla y Emprendedor, PECAP.
Nuestra experiencia data de hace más de 20 años con el primer concurso de emprendimiento a nivel nacional, Creer para Crear. Esto nos permitió que USIL Ventures se convierta en un agente dinamizador del ecosistema emprendedor peruano y latinoamericano. En USIL Ventures desarrollamos startups globales desde las etapas iniciales, ofreciendo un acompañamiento permanente.
Impulsamos importantes convocatorias como Innova Ideas, Startup USIL, Bio Startup y Acelérate. A la vez, difundimos convocatorias externas como el TIC Américas, OEA, y el Entrepreneurship World Cup, EWC, con el Global Entrepreneurship Network, GEN.
En aceleración, damos soporte a las startups que buscan abrirse camino en los mercados de otros países y captar inversión. Nuestra labor consiste en ofrecer servicios como asesoría a cargo de especialistas internacionales en marketing, levantamiento de inversión, crecimiento, asesoría legal internacional especializada y gestión comercial.
Tenemos acuerdos con Microsoft for Startups, HubSpot, AWS, Amazon Web Service e IBM, los cuales permiten a nuestros startups ponerse a un paso adelante con las últimas herramientas tecnológicas en el mundo startup. Todas ellas son de acceso para los emprendimientos pertenecientes a los diferentes programas del portafolio de USIL Ventures, que son parte de nuestro programa de aceleración Acelérate.
El mundo del emprendimiento es un desafío constante, pero ello no nos detiene porque el mundo no se detiene. El emprendimiento peruano y latinoamericano tiene mucho potencial y aquí estamos para impulsarlo.
USIL Ventures, te llevamos al siguiente nivel.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the EWC 2022 Peru National Final. My name is Arturo Garro, and I will be your co-host today. I am not alone this afternoon. because I will be accompanied by Fabiola Pardo, Head of Británico Empresarial at the British Peruvian Cultural Association. Fabiola and I will be your co-hosts today. Hello, Fabiola, how are you?
Hi, Arturo. It's a pleasure for me to be co-host of this important event this afternoon.
Thank you so much, Fabiola, for your participation. And now I will present an important member of our team. He is Christian Perez, System Analyst in USIL Ventures. Hi, Christian, how are you?
Hi, Arturo. Hi, Fabiola. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm ready for the controls.
Thank you, Christian. Now, to start with the program, I would like to present Ana Maria Torres, Global Director of the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Let's share the video.
Hola, para mí es un honor saludarlos el día de hoy que se celebran las finales de la Copa Mundial de Emprendimiento en Perú. Esta iniciativa se da gracias al liderazgo y apoyo de nuestros hosts globales, Monchar, al Miss Global Forum y, claro está, el Global Entrepreneurship Network, institución a la cual represento el día de hoy. Gracias a ellos iniciamos esta iniciativa en el 2019, en donde buscamos apoyar a todos los emprendedores de todas partes del mundo, sin importar su estado, sin importar su sector y su geografía. Y el día de hoy nos complace celebrar la participación de Perú gracias al liderazgo de nuestros partners USIL Ventures, quien han liderado desde el 2019 esta iniciativa y son los responsables de llevarla a Perú. Quiero agradecer también a todos los partners y sponsors que han apoyado esta iniciativa, como lo son USIL Ventures, Investa, la Cámara de Comercio y ProInnovate. Veo que la labor que se inició hace unos años sigue creciendo y estoy encantada de ver que se han sumado varios partners y colaboradores para que esta semilla que estamos sembrando desde el 2019 siga creciendo en Perú. El día de hoy quiero también agradecer a todos esos jueces que se han sumado a esta iniciativa y a ustedes, los participantes, los emprendedores que siempre nos llenan de energía con sus soluciones y quienes están acá. Quiero felicitar especialmente a los finalistas. Sé que no ha sido un proceso nada fácil el llegar a esta etapa de las finales en Perú y por ello quiero compartir con ustedes las grandes noticias de qué esperar en las finales globales. Y como ustedes saben, siempre decimos, EWC no es solo una competencia, EWC es una experiencia, porque la verdad es que ser emprendedor no es solo ganar un premio. Ser emprendedor es un modo de vida en el que ustedes van a aprender, van a tener que pivotear, van a tener que cambiar sus iniciativas y de esta manera queremos ser parte de esa trayectoria, ser parte de ese camino que ustedes tienen, en donde justo con el apoyo de un ecosistema global de emprendimiento, ustedes van a poder alcanzar el éxito. Y si no el éxito total, por lo menos acercarse a ello. Entonces, ¿qué es esto del Global Entrepreneurship Network? Nosotros somos un ecosistema global de emprendimiento en donde queremos ofrecerles cada uno de esos pasos y acceso a todo lo que ustedes van a necesitar cuando crecen, sea inversión, sea acceso a mercados, sea mentores, sea visibilidad. Muchos tienen grandes ideas, pero el que no les llegue a una plataforma global, pues no se comparte con el mundo. Entonces, eso también queremos apoyarlos. Pero más importante de tener todo un ecosistema es que se vuelven parte del Global Entrepreneurship Network a través de nuestro Global Startups Club. Entonces, para los top 100 que son invitados, tenemos un club especial de fundadores en donde el proceso de un año no se termina acá. es infinito. Ustedes llegan a ser parte de este club de fundadores en donde siempre vamos a estar pendiente en apoyarlos en lo que ustedes necesiten, desde ahora que inician sus empresas hasta cuando ya estén saliendo y vendiendo sus empresas. Así que ahí queremos estar. ¿Cómo lo vamos a lograr? Este año tenemos el agrado de anunciar que estamos dando más de $1 millón en premios en efectivo, más de $10 millones en premios en especie y, ¿por qué no? Obviamente, la gran posibilidad de prepararse e interactuar con mentores de talla global que estarán preparándolos a ustedes desde finales de esta competencia y más específicamente en el bootcamp que tenemos preparado en febrero, a inicios de febrero del 2023. Para esto vamos a prepararlos a todos y darle la oportunidad que esos que logran participar y llegar a los top 100 puedan viajar y acompañarnos en las finales globales que se llevarán a cabo en marzo del 2023, del próximo año. Entonces, lo que quiero decirles hoy es que se animen, que esta es solo una iniciativa que es el inicio de un camino, pero este solo es el inicio, no es el final. Así que nos encanta que estén con nosotros. Quiero de nuevo agradecer a los jueces porque tienen la tarea más difícil de seleccionar a algunos que puedan pasar al siguiente nivel. Y digo que es la tarea más difícil porque estoy seguro que todos los que llegaron acá merecen tener una oportunidad. Pero para nosotros esto es tan importante que hemos creado una plataforma en donde también queremos darle la visibilidad a todos estos finalistas que están participando acá, a ustedes que han logrado llegar a esta etapa. Para nosotros todos son ganadores y queremos que ustedes sepan que esa visibilidad se les damos a través también no solo de la plataforma de EWC, sino también de el acceso que tienen inversionistas de nuestra comunidad de ángeles inversionistas globales para que los puedan contactar. Entonces, esto es algo que tiene la plataforma para ustedes, así que no se desanimen, para todos hay premio, para todos hay un reconocimiento, porque estamos seguros que lo que ustedes tienen para compartir es una solución muy grande. Finalmente, quiero que tomen nota porque en el GEN nosotros nunca paramos. Vamos a estar celebrando la Semana Global del Emprendimiento, en donde con nuestros grandes partners, USIL Ventures, vamos a tener muchísimas actividades en 180 países y queremos que ustedes estén participando. Esta semana es en noviembre del 14 al 21 para que ya desde ya la agenden. Y para aquellos que están trabajando en el ecosistema, para ustedes que son partners institucionales, inversionistas y, ¿por qué no?, emprendedores que quieran viajar a participar y unirse con nosotros, tenemos nuestra reunión global del Global Entrepreneurship Congress que estará llevándose a cabo en mayo 1 al 4 del próximo año en Melbourne, Australia. Entonces, queremos que también lo tengan en sus agendas. Nosotros nunca paramos. Cada año todo el ecosistema se reúne en un país y allí queremos traerlos a estos campeones que estamos identificando en actualmente más de 100 países. Queremos invitarlos a que participen también acá. Entonces, como les cuento, este solo es el inicio, no es el final. Y anímense que grandes premios vienen y una comunidad increíble del ecosistema global de emprendimiento está aquí para apoyarlos. Un saludo especial a todos. Gracias por unirse el día de hoy.
Thank you so much, Ana Maria, for your good wishes for this final today. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Daniel Diez-Canseco, Vice President of Entrepreneurship at San Ignacio de Loyola Educational Corporation, to give his message. Please, Dr. Diez-Canseco.
Hi, Arturo. We had to all. It's a pleasure too to be with you here. Today is the finals of this global contest that we are running through these last 4 years. Was very, very good to have these global partners and local partners as Investa, the CAP, Innovate, and the British Chamber of Commerce. So for us, today is and for you is a memorable day because, as Ana Maria said, EWC is an experience and is an opportunity to know about opportunity to be part of this global community, to be part of this network of entrepreneurs, of startups in the whole world. So today is a day to shine as a star. So you really are stars because you are in the finals, and the sun and the sky is your destiny. So congratulations to the finalists and try to win. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Diaz-Canseco, for your kind words. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Luis Salazar, founding partner of the Business Accelerator Investa, to say a few words. Welcome, Mr. Salazar.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. I would like to congratulate each of the startups that are here. You've come a long way. You are among the best of the best and competing in one of the most prestigious events run in the world. So I would also like to wish you luck and success in your ventures. You are already winners, even if you do not reach the cup today. I would like to thank USIL Ventures and Innovate, the CAP, and the British Peruano-Británico Institute that are helping us run this CAP in Peru. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Salazar. And finally, to follow the protocol, I would like to invite Mr. Enrique Anderson, President of the British Peruvian Chamber of Commerce, to give his address. Mr. Anderson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, dear friends. Dear Daniel Diaz-Canseco Terry, university authorities, teachers, and pupils. I would like to thank USIL for inviting us to participate in this new and challenging event. The British Peruvian Chamber and USIL have been doing joint efforts during the last 12 years. Our joint participation has resulted in various activities of educational content, maintaining a firm purpose to support the alumni of this university. Frequently, members of the Chamber from the industry, commerce, and advisory have been pleased to support these events, providing support and guidance. On other occasions, our members have been impartial judges in extremely interesting events organized by this university. We all agree that these are great occasions to participate, assisting future entrepreneurs. We are particularly satisfied because the last 13 years, USIL and the Chamber have been co-organizers of the World Entrepreneurship Week in Peru. Since the British government started the celebration 13 years ago, our institutions have been partners with great satisfaction. Moreover, we are also very satisfied because the interest of the students in this event has been growing yearly, and we are confident that numbers and quality will increase during the coming years. I would like to take the opportunity to congratulate USIL for their perseverance, interest in the entrepreneurship, which has not dropped. We feel it has increased and should continue this way. Today, we must confess we are extremely pleased that USIL has invited our chamber to accompany them as co-organizers of the edition 2022 of the EWC Entrepreneurship World Cup, which gathers us today. We feel honored for this invitation, especially because members of the chambers have volunteered to become coaches for the national students participating. This is a great challenge, but we are absolutely sure that USIL students are prepared to fight in this international arena and provide us magnificent results. Many thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anderson, OBE. Now we will introduce the people who will be responsible for choosing the Peruvian representative at this year's Entrepreneurship World Cup. Our judges. Arturo, who do we have?
Okay, our first judge is Luis Narro. He is venture partner at Alaya Capital, a venture capital fund investing in tech startups in Latin America. Hi, Luis.
Hello, Arturo. Great to be here.
Our next judge is Isabel Tapja. She is country manager to Peru and Bolivia at Cambridge University Press and Assessment. Hello, Isabel.
Hi, hello. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm particularly proud of having this group of entrepreneurs, very young, all of them, looking for improving their own companies. So good luck to everyone.
Our third judge is Lucine Corkin. She's a venture capital analyst at Winnipeg Capital, a venture capital fund focused on Spanish-speaking Latin America. Hello, Lucien.
Hi, Arturo and Fabiola. I'm very happy to be here and to get to know all these fantastic entrepreneurs.
The next judge is Steven Navarro. He is head at Enfoca Ventures. Enfoca is an investment firm with 1.3 billion in assets under management. And finally,
okay, sorry.
Hello, Steven.
Hi, Fabiola, Arturo, and hi. To start just hearing the feeling all of the energy from the entrepreneur.
Okay, this is all judges. Thank you very much. This is all judges for this afternoon. Now is an important moment. Thank you very much for all our judges. Now we'll explain the rules of this national final. Fabiola, go ahead.
Thank you, Arturo. Yes, this is an important point. First, the teams only have 4 minutes to explain their proposals. After that, the team will have an additional 4 minutes to answer questions. Only the judges ask the teams the questions. Second, only the judges will choose the winner of this national final. Third, the public will be able to vote for their favorite team, but you must first register on the platform to do it, and this result is not binding with regard to the choice of the winner. This result will help in the unlikely event of a tie.
Thank you very much, Fabiola. Important points today. Now we start the pitches, and we start the first team, BFlow.
BFlow is a small, easy-to-install wireless device that helps customers to understand their water consumption at home. With the BFlow app, it is possible to create reports in real time and measure the track of the consumption of individual water appliances.
Remember, team, only you have 4 minutes for your pitch. Go ahead, starts now.
Hello, and thank you for having us. My name is Nacheli Torres, and I'm going to represent BFlow, a new product that will change the consumer's life. Meet Mariana, a middle-aged Peruvian mother with 2 kids. Last month, she paid $110 in water consumption. She was very stressed and doesn't understand why she's spending so much and why this amount seems to increase year by year. At the last year, she paid more than $1,000 in water consumption. This amount represents approximately the 30% of her salary. Like Mariana, there is a lot of families in Peru that have similar problems. For example, the 80% have no idea why their water bill increases every year. Also, the 90% have no control over their usual water intake. For this problem, we present to you BFlow, a small wireless device easy to install that helps you understand exactly when, where, and how much water are you consuming at home. Also, you can create reports in real time and measure and track the water consumption. BFlow lets you set and track consumption goals and follow your progress in real time. Also, you can find leaks, receive real-time warnings in the objective to save money. The process of BFlow is really easy. To install, you only need to snap the device around the main water tip that comes into your home and later plug it in and connect into your Wi-Fi connection. BFlow uses technology inspection, ultrasonic inspection technology to collect data. This measures the velocity of liquids and calculates their flow. The BFlow process starts with an initial signature record. This is based on typical water consumption like take showers or use the toilet, and finish in water consumption estimation with the objective to reduce in 30% the water consumption. We project the market size in LATAM of $400 million, and our business model is going to use the advantage of our key partnerships in different areas like investment, development, and sales distribution to offer a competitive price in sales direct and indirect. This business model let us project a $1 million sales in the 5th year with an annual average potential revenue growth rate of 55% and an annual average potential net income of 30%. As BFlow, we have 6 goals. Now we are building the app. The other steps are testing the device and apps in homes, improving the app, and looking for business alliance and potential investors. This is our team. This is BFlow. Thank you.
Thank you, BFlow. Now, the questions from our judges.
I have a question. Can I start? Sí, Arturo, can I start? Is there any
Please,
order?
Isabel, please.
Yes, okay, thank you. How is this device competing with the existing water measure devices that we have already installed in our houses? And what's your expectations? Are you planning to sell to governments directly?
Hey, how are you? I'm Javier. I am the CEO for BFlow. I answered that question. Nice to meet you for all of you guys. Well, about our competitive analysis here in Latin America, especially in Peru, we don't have any competition that are really similar to our product. And there are so many similar products in US and Europe, but those doesn't have the simplicity and scalability for our application. So our proposal value is more focused in our simplicity of the install this device, are obviously the scalability. And yeah, obviously have so many different, it's open the possibility to have so many different partnerships with government, because our proposal for value is not only focused on customers, because we promote the water consumption efficiently, water management, because we at the same time try to help in our environment, in our world. So we have these two proposals. So definitely one of the opportunities that we have is to take investment in so many governments around the world.
Yeah, I have another question about the team. Can you please tell us a little bit more about you and what motivated you to do this startup?
Yes, well, about the team, we are now 3. One of us is me, that's the CEO. One of them, our motivation is, it's because, for example, here in Peru, and it's very common in Latam, you always are measure your water consumption, and this is very stressful because you always see your bill more higher year by year. So for example, in my case, in my family, always my mom says why the bill is increasing always. I don't understand why. So this is our first motivation, the actual consumption here in my country, in Peru and Latin America principally. And another is our motivation to help the world in improve our water management, that is a renewable resource, but is more accessible now in these days. So this is our 2 principal motivation. We have a COO again, that is Nacheli, that give you an excellent pitch, and our CTO, that is Diego, that is more focused on back end and front end for our application and devices.
Okay, thank you.
Steven,
I have a question.
Lucien, please.
Yes, can you tell me a little bit more about your target user?
Yeah, sure. About our target user is like a family. Imagine a family in our country here in Peru, in Latam, that have this problem that expends a lot of water consumption. We try to be our application be a pain deliver to that kind of customer that have always in that sense of why my bill is increasing and how can I optimize my water consumption. This is principally our customer that have that pain, that is focused on a B sector of economy principally, because they are more motivated to optimize these kind of things because we present approximately 30% of his or her salary. When you buy BFlow, you can recover your investment in just only 3 months when you pay our estimate price. So it's viable in the term of the customers too.
Okay. Thank you very much, BFlow team. Only question, Steven. We close the team of the question for the team. Go ahead, Steven.
Great. I mean, I just know about the distribution channels. You put in this slide that you're going to use e-commerce, so you want to use retail stores. Them are you going to prioritize the first stage of the launch when you launch the product?
Yeah, definitely. We have 2 distribution channels. The first is sales retailers, for example, Saga, Replay, Totus. Yeah, we imagine our product sell in the section when you can buy a washing machine, for example, or different pipes. Obviously, we need to pay a commission, but we need to promote our device, for example, with a combo with a washing machine or this kind of thing, or just only our device. That is very simple to install. And again, we can use our own web page to sell and deliver the products and our Instagram and Facebook places. And for other important key partners are, for example, brands like Whirlpool or LG and Samsung. Why is that important for us? Because, for example, in this process, in this application, we can collect a lot of data. So this data we can sell to that partners because there are a lot of information or the habitual habits in water consumption for our potential customers because it's very attractive for this brand. Yep, that is.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for judges. Now it's time for EduGo.
Hi. EduGo, Playful academic reinforcement in 5 minutes through gamification and microlearning. Let's go, team. Remember, you only have 4 minutes.
Okay, we are going to share. Yo voy a compartir. ¿Tú compartes? Yo comparto. Okay. 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 Ya. Ok. La primera diapositiva. No veo. ¿Estás compartiendo? Okay. Okay. Hello. I'm so excited to be here. We are EWC. I am Jairo Saúl, the Chief Technology Officer co-founding EWC. This is my team. He is Wilson, our CEO. He can build the first version of our application with no code and launch it to the market, recruit the K team to achieve this mission and achieve the first sales. He's a psychologist. He knows how to appeal to emotions of our students so they can learn better. I am Jairo, the CTO. Right now, I am building the most complete version of the application with the marine stack, basically JavaScript. I'm studying data scientist and artificial intelligence at Platzi, and she is Milagros. She is our CFO. She is a specialist in management and international business. Next. What is EduGo? It's a gamified app with micro-learning. EduGo is like a Duolingo, but for academic reinforcement. Mostly science topic for the moment. We built an app called Cachimbo, and you can download it. It is on Play Store. This was our MVP for our first market, pre-university students. And the problem, education has a lot of problems. The world even more. We are trying to solve the poverty, reducing it by making quality education, more opportunities, and they can acquire more skills. So people can have the same skills and more opportunities to get ahead. But what's the problem with education? Learning is a process that requires effort. Acquire a skill, understand a topic, or research is difficult. The traditional education makes it even more difficult. Long courses, homework, boring tests, exams, and lack of motivation. The current innovation is just moving all of that to recorder video course format, which is worse because it has much lower completion rate overall. The market. We already get 80,000 students in the pre-university segment with a trial version. The same product is being used by students in the last year of the schools and first semesters of university. We can cover educational reinforcement throughout the student's life, from natural learning to read or count, to university students and professional workers who want to delve into complex topics. The solution. It is an educational application to learn, reinforce, and practice in-depth topics in an entertaining way in a short time, in 5 minutes. Our revenue model. Our business model is freemium, based in the social impact that we want to generate to democratize the education. We offer premium plan where students don't see ads and have eliminated content and extra functionalities. Our traction. We obtain the support, mentorship, and hours, perks, and capital of these organizations. Triana, the Empresa Latam, Scale, Pacarina Wasi, Impact Startup Competition, Entity Data. And this year in January, we was in the top 5 of downloads.
Sorry, team, excuse me. Your time is over. Thank you so much. The question for the team, please.
El tiempo se acabó. Preguntas.
Yes, question, judges, please.
I have a question. Like, which are your main competitors and how are you different?
For example, Duolingo is not a competitor, but is a reference. Duolingo is in the language market, and we have some competitors more smaller, like we. Like there's an app to, in the same format, teach topics like programming, marketing, sales, and all this. And our difference is, there is no an app for reinforcement academic topics. Right now we are creating content to students that is in the pre-university stage. And no, there are an app like this in this moment. But with the format, there are in the format. I answered.
Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Please, or question to the team?
Yes, my question is, how are you actually reaching out to your clients? Like, what's your strategy? And also, I wanted to know how you're going to scale the content as is differentiated for each university.
Yeah, thanks. For each university, it's not a problem, but our strategy right now is our plus, because we reach most the 90% of our students by TikTok, organic. We trade content and students download the app and use it. And the average ventaja for we is that we trade one content like in a topic, algebra, biology, or psychology, and a student, and all the universities need this. It's a science, it's a exact science, and so students don't need a special education, very special for each university. So right now we have students, the mostly is from Peru, from we have students from Mexico and Bolivia mostly, and is the average we can we can reach every student in every school, because algebra is the same algebra in every school, in every academic. Thanks.
Steven, Isabel, questions?
Yes, no questions from my side, Arturo.
Okay. Go ahead, Steven. Steven, please.
No, Arturo, I was just saying that I have no questions from my side.
Ah, okay.
I do have a question. How is this different from those things that are already free and online? And for free, I mean things like Khan Academy or things like that.
Oh, we don't make courses on video. Our courses are like articles, and we don't sell each course like that startups. We make one course, and this course is like a game. So students want learn with a text and images, GIFs, and then they can practice with questions and answer. Also different. Or I answering good your question, or?
Yeah, sort of, because this is a very interesting app, and how have you backed your theories on gamification? Because in the end, students know when they're playing a game and when they are being sort of when they're invited to do something that looks like a game, but it's not a game. So broccoli with chocolate is not the idea, no? The idea is that they get chocolate, no? So what are your theories? In which theories did you base your theory, your product?
Okay, our product is not a video game. It's like you imagine a book where you have the resume, the text, and the question to practice. Is this? But the part of gamification is in all the application. When you pass a question, you win points. When you can grow with levels, when you are learning more courses, when you are advanced or go to the next step in a course, you win. So the gamification is for motivates the students to learn more. Yeah.
No more questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, team. Now is it's time of CON. CON is a technological device that seeks to prevent environmental factor. Go ahead, team. Don't forget you have 4 minutes. CON, your CON, please. Okay, CON team, please. Okay.
Hi, good afternoon.
Just a moment. I'm starting a early category. We start if it's is the early category and final with finally started with a category growth. Please, sorry, Con, your time is running now. 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Hi, my name is Janina Norio and I'm representing COM's environmental meter. I'm the CTO. Well, we have developed this device in order to overcome the environmental problems that are caused by the radiation, by the noise, and all the pollutants that are in the environment. Accordingly to the World Health Organization, 1 in 4 diseases are caused by environmental factors. That's why we need to be aware of the environmental factors in which we are living, we are working, or we are doing our daily lives. The problem is more critical and severe in South America because we have 4.2 million of deaths in 1 year per year, accordingly to the World Health Organization, because of environmental issues. That represents, and that is mainly because of the polluted air. And that's why we have a very huge market for this environmental meter, because our objective is to give a voice to the environment. Our environmental meter, our device can indicate if you are in a place where the air is polluted, where you have toxic levels of radiation from the sun, or if you are exposed to high levels of noise. Our market is divided in 2 big groups, private companies and municipalities or city councils. The private companies are interested in buying this environmental meter because this can allow them to share with their workers what are the conditions of the work and make them use protection, like hearing protections or helmets or any kind of protection that prevents them to have diseases from environmental issues and prevents them to have to pay fees for these diseases. Other group of our clients are the government, because they are worried and they have to worry about the health of the citizens. That's why our national market, we have calculated accordingly about from the square meters that have that can be provided by our environmental meter, and we have calculated 553 million of gross profit, because we have a high margin from each one of these units. Our global market is composed by all the companies, municipalities that care about the health and want to preserve the health of their members. The solution is our environmental meter, and we have several types of these and several presentations. These presentations can be adapted accordingly to the necessity of the client. Our meter doesn't only, our sensor doesn't only show the environmental aspects in the place, but also it can send the information remotely. So it can be stored and it can be used for multiple decisions. We have software, we have hardware, and a platform where you can monitor on time. These are some pictures of our monitor that has been placed in the airport, in parks, in construction sites.
Sorry, team, time is over. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fabiola?
Yes, thank you very much, team. Now it's time for the judges.
I have a question. Sorry.
Okay.
What is the impact that that this hardware and this software has on the company, and do you give recommendations regarding the results that they have with these dispositives?
Yes, we do, and also companies from the mining industry and the construction industry, they know that sometimes their environment has harmful environment for their workers. That's why they provide the necessary equipment for the workers to be protected against this. But sometimes the workers get a comfort level for the noise, a comfort level of the air pollution, and they don't use this protection. So the mining companies that have bought our products and the construction companies that have bought our products are buying them as a dissuasive way to show the workers that they are in an environment where they need to take care of their health. Sometimes the company gives the protection like the masks and all, but they don't use it. But putting this panel, it shows them in real time what are the risks, so they are persuaded to use them. Also, we store this information, and the company can use this information for any environmental inquire, for any environmental inform that they have, and they can show the authorities that they are providing the correct equipment for the levels of toxicity, and if the worker is not using them, they are being neglected. Because when the companies are audited by the environmental authorities, they have to comply all the things. They have to give the protection, they have to announce to the workers, and that's why this is a necessity in the industry, in order to avoid other kinds of problems that might occur to the companies.
Okay, Steven Lavado. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Steven Lavado, please.
I have a couple of questions, actually. The first one is related with usability. Which are the metrics that you're using to measure the impact that your product is having with your clients? And the other one is, I mean, what's the feedback from from your early users? What they love about your product? What are the kind of problems that you're solving to them that they were not able to solve before your product existed?
Okay. The problem well, we have two categories of clients, the companies and the government. The companies, what problem they have? Well, they want to monitor the quality of the environmental conditions where the workers are in order for them to prevent and give the correct equipment. Sometimes they do have that information and then they provide equipment. But when they don't have that information, we provide a solution, we give the information. And the next step, once they have provided the equipment, sometimes the workers don't use the equipment because they don't have these basic methods to use the equipment, and sometimes the equipment is not the most comfortable because, well, it's more comfortable not to use them. Well, the equipment need to have an improvement in ergonomics as well. But we provide the solution. We provide for them the solution that to persuade the workers to use the equipment in order to prevent laboral accidents, laboral injuries, health problems, and sometimes problems that are legal problems for the company because of this environment. They complete the whole circle because they monitor the quality of their environment. They give the proper equipment to protect the workers, and also we recommend what kind of equipment, and they also announce the workers which is the quality of the environment they're working, so they have to use the equipment. So the company gets all the whole package. They measure, they give the prevention equipment, and they also announce. So the worker has to be responsible just to use the equipment in order to preserve their health. That is for the companies, the first group of our clients. The second group of our clients is the government, where they want to preserve the quality of life of the citizens. For example, we have extreme radiation in the beaches here in Lima and in the north of Peru. There are hours where it's harmful to be on the beach, and you should use protection, sunscreen. And this is interesting to have in beaches or to have in parks or centers of recreation in order to prevent harmful consequences to the citizens, or other they can monitor the quality of the air and also identify if there is any company that is damaging the quality of air of that city and take the necessary action.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Isabel, please.
Sí, for me, the product is a bit, from my perspective, no, it's a bit confusing the way it shows the information. However, I'm pretty sure that you have tested before with customers. And my real question is, how is this not something that your customers can copy and do by themselves? How is there a regulation per which they need to have a third party measuring these environmental matters, or can they copy your idea and do it by themselves?
Okay, this device works with sensors, and these sensors need to be calibrated. And in order for them to have a valid lecture of sensors that measure the radiation or the pollution or the level of noise, in order for them to have a valid data, they need to have a metrologic laboratory. So we do have a metrologic laboratory because we work not only with sensors for these products, but we also calibrate other instruments for measurement. So if someone wants to copy, they will have to have a metrology laboratory in their facilities And this metrology laboratory will have to be accredited by in the case of Peru, INACAL, that is the National Agency for Quality, and they will have to have association with other agencies that give this kind of certification for metrologic labs. Additionally, they will have to have an electronic labs where they should have the capacity to work with electronic boards and do this programming. And they will have to have also a platform that can store that online. We do have all the things because we have working from several years doing calibration of instruments for the industry. We also have an electronic department because we work with other kind of electronic instruments. What I'm saying is that the technology behind this is not only a high barrier, but also it's not electronics technology, but it's also that you have to be a license from the quality department from each country.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now, who is the next? Fabiola.
Yes. Thank you, Con. Now it's time for lateral.
Oh, thank you.
Lateral. Okay, lateral, go ahead, please, for minutes.
Okay, lateral. Thank you very much. I'm Erika del Rocio Gutierrez Arabia, founder and CEO. A history, how many uses can we give to a paper clip? In our experience, the most creative adults come up with 20 to 30, and children come up with 100 to 200. This is a very huge gap. The reason behind is that 5-year-old, we were geniuses to be able to find more than one unconventional solution to a problem, but as adult, only 2% retain it as a result of our education system based on the first industrial revolution. There is an opportunity. We have nowadays trained in less competitive skills, but these years, 153 million new job positions are appearing, and 70% of the emerging skills, because there are other skills, are going to be related to fluency, originality, and mental flexibility. Our market is huge around the world, but here in Latam, we have our TAM in 50 million people. And it's interesting because it's people that right now is interested in expanded her abilities and his abilities for new jobs in this employability gap. Our solution is the ThinkTech Global Virtual Platform. Lateral helps you rediscover and enhance that unlimited capacity to create. It stimulates plus 20 lateral and innovative capabilities, measure 4 kinds of distinctive thinking, coming more, highlight your distinctive thinking profile. There are exercise content creation gallery metrics, and as a result, you are going to reach an inspirational, original, and fluent ideas. And this is good for this uncertainty environment that we have right now. Our business model, as a result, is based on value assets. We have an approach in B2B2C because it's better to enhance more population, and B2C. Our potential business model is very high. We have skill stimulation, intensive user, inspirational assets, merchandising, potential human talent identification, skill certification, predictive data. Right now, we are in skill stimulation and intensive user. Our traction is organic market fit. We already have a month and a half in the market, in the stores. We have 400 users in a month and a half. We have some results related to average interaction times, session with interaction per user. It's very nice to say that we have 70% users from USA, but our application right now is in Spanish. So this is a good opportunity. In Latam, we have very good like numbers, and our rotation right now is more or less 50%. Our next steps, with timeline, we already have cognitive fit product with first calibration. Now we are in App Store and Play Store, but we are on execution and coming soon on patent preparation, B2C campaigns to know more the market, and B2B to see strategy, English coming soon, and other things. This is our team. Basically, is ensure the execution, planning, research, content, develop, all the things basics like a project we have right now. But this is the whole full team, and we have different ages, backgrounds. Our careers is they're very diversified, and we have like gender equality. This our Play Store and App Store, and I think it's time to value a new dimension in the management of human talent. This is thinking.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Time is up. Now it's our judges' time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I can start if you want. Hi, Erica. Good to see you again.
Hi, Luis.
Hi.
Thanks.
And I just wanted to ask, like, if you could share us a case, for example, which was the deficiency some people or some of your users had, and how was this solved through Lateral?
Okay. Yes. In terms of what the people reach with that is the production of idea related to fluency. Fluency is quantity. For example, you can go to 20 to 100 ideas. More or less in creative adults, it's 30 ideas for any question. So, but at the beginning, it's more or less 7 and 10. This is the gap that we can reach at the first term. But the most important thing here is the thinking. The thinking related to lateral expressive and flexibility. For this reason, we have like an average around the community, and we could know right now that the people who start playing our application, the first ideas that they have, they also the same around it. But after some 3 months, for example, they could have originality and fluency top if the how do you say, Pareto is the 20 of the top.
Okay, Erika, thank you.
Steven?
Yes, hi, Erika. Very interesting solution, actually. I have a couple of questions. The first one is it more a preventive or a healing solution? How would you define lateral way of? One is, I mean, it's very similar than the question that Lucho made actually was, were the people able to do something new after interacting with your application that they were not able to execute before using the application?
Okay, sorry, because I don't know if but the signal is not good, but I'm going to try to answer the questions, okay? Well, first of all, it's not preventing, because we have some abilities at the beginning of our age, like 5 years old, and we have these abilities in very good performance, but after that, we don't have it. So the first question is why this application is not for children, that is going to be preventive. Because we analyze and research that the limit of the mind, of the mindset and thinking is related with the limit mind of the adults to the children. So we have to start with adults at the first. Second thing, what there are the abilities that they can develop around this. We have developed the abilities related to connection and related to the construction and thinking flexibility. When you work at that level, it's better. Why? Because here we have the innovative abilities. Here, the creating abilities. Here, the imagination abilities. Here, we have the basic, the thinking abilities. When you work with the resources of the abilities, that is here, you can increase all these things. The answer for this question is very difficult because stimulation, that is when we are, is not like training. Training, you have a focus and you have an objective specific. In stimulation, you is like you touch it and then you don't know the answer, but you know that you are having or will have an activity related to that. So for our region, what we measure the relation between the abilities, the kind of thinkings, and the activities related to that. And we construct an application that understands all these drivers and could give you an idea how would you think in a distinctive way for resolve creative problems.
Okay. Thank you so much, Erica. Now we invite the team of MedLink to present the proposal.
MedLink.la is an integrated and frictionless healthcare ecosystem through which it delivers technological infrastructure to healthcare providers, providing network effects and a fully digital end-to-end experience for healthcare stakeholders. Team, don't forget you only have 4 minutes. Go.
Hi everyone, my name is Pedro Oliveira. I'm founder and CEO of MedLink. MedLink is an integrated digital health ecosystem, and we are generating value to healthcare providers through technological infrastructure, delivering a friendly experience, time-saving processes, and network effects. MedLink was born out of the need of our first venture, a clinic that grew exponentially, and we have experienced many pain points in the process, such as document management 100% on paper, risk of losing sensitive information, high administrative costs, and inefficient agenda management for our patients. These and several other operational challenges have been strongly impacting the clinic's productivity, organization, growth capacity, and finally, profitability. With this problem to be solved, I started looking for local references of solutions and found out that there are many SaaS solutions in the market that are very good, specific points such as agendas, such as clinical records, medical prescription apps, but there's no one integrating all the pains and empowering healthcare providers in a single interconnected environment, such as MedLink. According to the IDB, 70% of healthcare providers use paper for their medical management. In LATAM, almost every country is way below the World Health Organization recommended standards in terms of infrastructure and human capital. According to projections of the World Health Organization, by 2025, we will have 6 million healthcare professionals in LATAM, and those will be insufficient to meet the existing demand. MedLink is a complete, user-friendly software as a service designed by and for healthcare providers. Every corner of MedLink is designed to increase the productivity of a healthcare provider, a more reliable and friendlier solution than the current offer in the market. From the service software provided by our SaaS users, we leverage a marketplace that empower the healthcare providers with integration with other stakeholders, such as online pharmacies, such as clinical laboratories, which allows our clients to deliver a better experience to their patients, an end-to-end digital journey. At the same time, we are delivering network effects for our customers, enhancing their growth capacity. Our technological infrastructure is designed to facilitate interoperability between players. In addition, we have been collecting, classifying, and analyzing data of the entire patient journey, which allow us to interpret and generate strategic intelligence that delivers a relevant impact throughout the value chain, which facilitates healthcare providers with that intelligence, allowing them to make better and faster decisions. We are permanently testing our value generation, measuring operations before and after meddling, and we have found a 45% reduction in lost time through the automation of processes, generating an increase in patient care capacity that reaches 52 additional days a year, and a 12% reduction in costs per medical appointment. Those variables all combined result in our ROI of 23 times relative to meddling subscription cost per customer. Beyond numbers, our clients report a significant improvement in the level of satisfaction of their patients and in adherence to treatment, with a greater conversion of medical prescriptions into purchases. We currently offer, we currently have 850 physicians that have prescribed 100,000 prescription drugs and register over 70,000 patients' clinical records. Our current measured in monthly cohorts has been close to 0 for the last 6 months. And our LTV to CAC ratio is around 8 times. We have strategic alliances with some of the most important pharmaceutical companies in the world, and these alliances will help us scale within our local and regional expansion strategy. We have recently started our operation in Mexico, and we are backed by recognized entities of the startup ecosystem. We are really
sorry, Pedro, your time is over. Please, is the time of the question to Luis Narro and Isabel Tapja. Luis or Nancy, pardon, Luis or Isabel, your question, please.
Yeah,
Arturo, I'm sorry, just a second, please. Erika, can you please turn off your microphone? Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can start with the first question. Maybe Pedro, hello, and tell us about the team.
Well, yeah, there they are. We are 3 founders. I have 17 years of experience in finance, investments, and strategy. I've been CFO of an important economic group in the healthcare sector, and I have a founding experience with a healthcare clinic here in Peru. Dr. Adriana Gamara is our medical director in Medellin. She has over 11 years of experience in some of the most important healthcare institutions in Latin. She's also co-founder with me of our first enterprise. And Catherine Batista is our CTO. He has been before Medellin CTO of Banco de Crédito. He's a startup mentor in Endeavor, and he has over 16 years of experience in technology and product.
Thank you.
Thanks, Luis.
Isabel, your question, please.
I can see that your product is very strong so far, but every time I'm something that maybe you don't know about me is that I am finishing an MBA, so I'm looking at also what my colleagues in the university are working on and the projects that they have, and I can see many going to the same sector. What do you think is going to be your entrance barrier, or is it because you are already well known that you think that you will stay in the market alive for several years? So what's your differential? What will make you survive?
I think our value generation is our main differentiation point. We're doing, first of all, on the SaaS side, I mean, we are software as a service that enables a marketplace. On the software as a service side, we are constantly measuring the value that we deliver to our customers. And we have been very specific on that, and we have a very good ROI. And we are always measuring opportunities of delivering value to our customers on that side. On the marketplace side, we are able to deliver something that very few players are doing right now, which is providing an end-to-end digital journey for patients. This is putting us in a privileged position to capture data and analyze this data in order to keep improving our platform and be able to be always in front of that growing competition that is present in the healthcare market.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel.
Before Before continue our program, before the pitch of Nutritech, if you would like to support your favorite startup, please don't forget to register on the platform. Fabiola, could you talk more about this team?
Sure, Arturo. Nutritech is a company dedicated to the design, sale, and training of specialized anthropometric tools. The startup has different types of specialized and patented products. All these validated and induced tools generate a positive impact, and what they want is to expand. Go ahead, Tim. Remember, you have 4 minutes.
Thank you. They can see and hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
We can hear you.
Good afternoon. I'm Jorge Rojas, representative of Nutritech, to tell you a little more about the project. Nutritech is a company dedicated to the design, sale, and training of specialized anthropometric tools. We have different types of specialized and patent products. All these validated and used to generate a positive impact, and we want to expand. We also generate income from training in the use of these tools. The current problems are the institutions and sports centers refuse to use this evaluation because of the cost of acquiring the tools. There are no spare parts or repairs at the national level. There is a difficult portability and proper training in the use of these tools. Have you ever heard the rule that if you are 170 meters tall, you should weigh 17 kilograms? This comes out of the BMA method that established the proper weight parameters. What will you do if I told you that there is a better assessment to diagnose the correct weight, and that is necessary in various disciplines of sports? The potential national market is $34 million. The international market is $250 million. We are currently working with institutions and sports clubs. Nutritech technology within reach of professionals was created to provide a solution to this problem. One of the first solutions we provided, or a star product, was the anthropometric drawers. The old drawers were made of wood and were heavy. The size took up a considerable amount of space, and the design complicated portability. We have produced and designed our own drawers, so we are in the process of having a utility patent. Recycled wood is used for their manufacture. Nutritech's anthropometric creates have overcome these difficulties with half the weight are collapsible for easy portability. Our business model is B2B. We have the possibility of expanding to the state with these health centers and independent professionals. The price of our product ranges from $150 to $1,000, depending on the type. For example, an anthropometric box that costs $180, including taxes. The profit margin for this each of our product is approximately 15%. In addition, training is charged at $400, including taxes. This includes a technical support, warranty, training for groups of at least 10 people, and discounted corporate package. We have sold to nutritionists, students, athletes, and teams of the University of San Martin de Porres and Melgar. A success case is Rolando Diaz, professional soccer player since 2016. He started to be treated since 2021 with our Nutritech equipment and achieved an optimization of his body weight, playing the 90 minutes of all League Two games and begin the soccer of his team. Currently, for his performance that year, he is at a club in Europe and scoring goals. For this 2022, we have raised $14,000 in which
Sorry,
we have carried all the
sorry, Luis, your time is over. Please, it's time or judges' questions. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Judges, please, your questions.
I have a question related with defensibility. I mean, do you have patterns of the product that you have designed? Is it something that is in your pipeline, or is it something that someone could easily copy and replicate the model?
Thank you. We developed the design of this type of tools, and we have patents and other tools in actually other tools actually have in process for patent in the copy, but all designs of tools it's development for the team.
I have a question. Can you tell us a little bit more about your experience and how is your process? Are you constantly developing new products?
Yes, we talk with the customers. The first problem of the first difficulties are the portability and the weight of this type of tools or other similar tools. But for this reason, we designed this type of tool, but with low weight and full portable. And this is two main characteristics for we product. Basically, we develop each of the best design for this product when we talk with the customers, and we talk with feedback for mejoras del diseño, mejoras del diseño, discúlpenme, se me dio la palabra.
Okay, Fabi,
Okay, Arturo, let's continue with this national final with WEMPO Academy. Thank you very much, Nutritech.
Okay. WEMPO Academy is an educational training and certification platform for teachers valid in Peru and Latin America for teachers at scale. WEMPO Academy trains and strengthens the professionals and personal skills and abilities of teachers and institutions which new, inclusive, and original educational approaches center on neurodiversity. WEMPO starts your pitch. You have only 4 minutes. Go ahead.
How much did your kids learn in the last 2 years? According to the World Bank, they only assimilated 13% of what they should have learned. That is really disturbing if you're thinking about quality education, don't you think? So let me introduce you to Cesar, a Peruvian teacher that during pandemic, he was struggling with great challenges. He couldn't adapt to the use of technological tools. He couldn't connect socio-emotionally with his students, and therefore he couldn't impact positively, and the students were unmotivated. So like Cesar, there are more than 7 million teachers in Latin America that are struggling to access to specialized training and empowerment tools. Our dream is to make sure that 85 million teachers globally can count on tools to enhance teaching. More than 50% of professionals will need reskilling in order to stay relevant in the job market till 2025. I'm Carla Muniz. I'm CEO and founder of WEMPO Academy, and we are a disruptive human-centered educational platform for teachers that provides training and certification in digital, soft skills, innovation in education, and methodologies for those struggling to engage and motivate students so they can be autonomous of the creation of interactive, fun, motivational classes. So how are we different? Because we understand the necessities of the teachers. We offer content which combines live, but also self-paced classes that understand the context and educational needs of each region, and they obtain a certification of a micro course in short time. But what is our secret sauce? Well, we have researched and validated our business model for our program Empoderatec that was financed by international corporation and with 2,000 teachers, and we discovered that teachers require a dose of live sessions to build relationships and peer interaction. Live classes allow them to ask questions and reassure their learning experience when they hear a trusted voice in the room. Also, our teachers receive world-class education because we have a unique methodology that combines learning by doing, learning by playing, project-based learning, among many other techniques that we have. We have developed our LMS and also our app, WEMPI, especially made for teachers with more than 1,000 downloads. And teachers usually don't have a powerful phone and they don't have a lot of data. So that's why our app doesn't use a lot of space on the cell phone, and you don't need to be connected all the time online. And our business model is B2B. Our clients are schools, institutes, international corporations, which invest in our platform to serve teachers of their target audience. And on the other hand, we provide B2C services to teachers and youth by subscription through a flexible online portfolio, but most importantly, very affordable. We started operations the second semester of 2020, just as the pandemic was heating up, but that doesn't slow down. No, it helped us our expansion. In 2022, we had already built a community of 14,000 teachers across Latin America that has participated in our platform. Comparing to 2021 and 2020, we have grown 100% on the number of B2B customers and 159% on the number of B2C clients. With those numbers, we have grown revenue in 275% and have an EBITDA of 537 compared to 2020. We also have reached an accumulated sales of more than $135,000. On stage one, we received some funds from Startup Chile, and we validated and developed our business model, our app, and open source LMS. But with EWC Seed Capital, we plan moving forward on stage two. We want to validate our subscription model and develop our own software, LMS, and sales funnel to grow exponentially. We can do that because our profiles are combined experience in innovation, education, business development, engineering, data science, and most importantly, passion for transforming education. I bet for WEMPO Academy, help us transform the education of the world. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's time and it's the turn of our judges to ask questions.
I wanted to make a question. Carla, can you tell us a little bit more of what is like your actual client right now? What is like the biggest portion of your actual clients, and how are you to reach them?
Yes, thank you for the questions. Yeah, well, right now we have we can also share the screen while I'm talking. Our model is 80% B2B, and of our clients we're working with universities, corporate, international corporations. And now like 20% of our income is through C2C, through the subscription model, through platforms. We have companies that are our clients from Peru, from Chile, from Mexico, from Ecuador. We have more than 40. We have a slide there where we started with 10 clients on the 2020, but then by 2022 we had already like doubled that. I think we have a slide there that shows how we increase in clients, and we're expecting like to grow even more like exponentially with our B2B. In our C2C, we also started with 100 clients, and we are doing around like more than 800 clients on 2021, and we expect to have 2,000 clients around next year. I think on 22 we can show that our users too. yeah, that's pretty much a slide of the customers or on our B2B that believe in us. They're from different sectors, education too, but there's also social responsibility areas from transnational companies that want to impact in education with us. So we build programs for them that use all the resources that our app or LMS can provide. We even work, we were hired by the Ministry of Education or the Swiss Corporation too, where we are, we have served like 5,000 teachers with the Ministry of Education, and now they're rehiring us for another tailor-made program because our methodology is unique, it's fun. We have demonstrated also that more than 86% of our teachers increase their pedagogical skills. We have also demonstrated that more than 80% of our teachers improve their technological skills. And we also, when we do programs, we also measure the satisfaction of clients, and we have an indicator called NSF. And with that, we have also discovered that more than 80% would recommend our programs to other teachers.
Isabel Tapja, please, your question.
Carla, I'm just coming back from a meeting in a university, and that specific university told me that they don't want to go online anymore, that they are willing to come back to face-to-face, fully face-to-face, and have nothing online. So my question here is, because I understood that all your value proposition was based on putting technology in the hands of teachers for better teaching. My question is, do you have ideas on how to use what you already have and what you already have developed to help teachers teach better face-to-face?
Yes, in fact, that those our content is they use that we provide them with technology or methodology so that they can teach not only online, is how they can teach on site or online in a fun way. Yeah, so right now teachers are teaching basically hybridly or on site, but there's still like they still need to connect. Like sometimes it's not only the face-to-face and that's it. They need to make their classes fun. They need to break the structure of these chairs that are one after they're like soldiers. So even like for on-site classes, teachers still need new abilities to make this new education in a better way, that they can use neuroscience, for example, or gamification at the classes that has nothing to do with technology itself. You know, whether the pandemic, they needed technology, that was probably one of the only ways to do it, but not necessarily. There's many other experiences like hands-on learning or base break budgets learning that you need to do the face-to-face or online. So in short, like our methodologies and our content is so that they can teach whether online or on site. Thank you for the question.
Thank you very much, Carla. Now it's time of Yapaikuy.
Yapaikuy is an application that facilitates communication and inclusion for people with hearing and verbal disabilities, total or partial muteness, dysphonia, brain palsy, and some other disorders. It has a real-time sign language translator and voice-to-text converter, as well as a sound meter to identify dangers in noisy places. Let's go.
Hello everybody, just give me a moment to share my screen. Good afternoon, as I mentioned, I'm Carla Honoriredia. I'm the representative of Yapaikuy. Yapaikuy is an application that facilitates communication and inclusion for people with hearing and verbal disabilities, social or partial mute, dyspnea, cerebral palsy, and some disorders. It has a real-time sign language translator and a voice-to-text converter, a sound meter to identify dangers in noisy places, a pictogram for pedagogy for this population and their communication with families and friends, video calls with a sign language interpreter consultant for your interviews, among other facilities. The main problem faced by people with disabilities are social and labor exclusion. There is no customer service and there are currently no technological tools available. This population cannot function adequately in their daily life because very few people are able to understand them and of course empathize with them. So they are forced to isolate themselves. Actually, in Peru, the number of deaf and mute people amounts to 700 people. There are business and public places where there is no attention for about 1 million people with hearing and verbal disabilities. Total or partial mute, dyspnea, cerebral palsy, and some disorders, such as restaurants, movie theaters, banks, sites, and others. Actually, in the market, there are many companies that provide service and customer service, such as Intercorp Group, JB Plaza, Cinemark, and other companies. The global market is $2 million, and the national potential market is $1 billion. And there are more than 3,000 companies in Peru. Our solution seeks to reduce the communication barrier and supports more than 500 deaf people and 200 mute people in Peru, thus allowing us the construction of an inclusive society. Our application is available for free in the Play Store, Apple Store, and Huawei Store. Our type of model business is B2C, since our app is aimed to users diagnostic with these problems with hearing and verbal disabilities who need to improve their communication and interrelationship in the family or at work. Also, it's B2B because we sell a subscription to companies that provide customer care. And it's B2G because we will also sell a subscription to government companies, such as Salud or Health Ministry, etc. The subscriptions include training, certifications, technical support, 12 sign call tickets, and a software updates. This will cost 1,500 soles for 12 months, including IGP, with a net profit margin of 60%. We have agreements with CANADIS, that's the National Council for Integration of People with Disabilities, MIMP, Ministry of Women and Vulnerable Populations, Cencosud, Lima Airport Partners, Lima Airports of Peru, and the poultry store Leña y Carbón. In 2022, we have done the design and development, testing and validation, marketing, opening, and we have the support of CANADIS by agreement. Also, in 2023, we expect to add 4 large customers in July at the launch and projected a year-end closing of 120.
Sorry, team, your time is over. Thank you very much. Now it's time our judges.
Yes, Steven.
Hi, Carlos. Sorry, one quick question. The price caught my attention. Could you please go back to that slide? Is it 15,000 per user?
No, actually, the 15,000 is what we're selling to companies such as Metro or maybe the government. For the user people, it's actually free. The subscription is only for companies.
And how much would it be for the B2C market, more or less?
For the B2C, we're offering like a free version, so there's no cost for them. That's like
right.
we are making that cost of 1,500 for companies because we also are adding stuff like all tickets, software updates, and also we make trainings in sign language and stuff like that. certifications. So, mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Luis, please.
Yeah. Well, in these three models that you have, B2C, B2B, B2G, which is your priority and like in terms of the one that is going to provide the most benefits to the company and why?
Well, the one that's gonna provide us more benefits, actually, it's gonna be the B2B and B2C. That's the part that's we're gonna actually getting the money same way. And that's where we want to focus more. But also we didn't want to leave the B2C alone because we also have like the ethical part when we want to support the people that have kind of disabilities. Yeah, most of our revenue is coming from the subscription that a B2B or B2C has to pay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Fabiola, please.
All right, Yapaikui, thank you very much. And closing the early category, we have Diego Technologies.
Okay, great. Diego Technologies is a Peruvian technology enabled a startup that connects the supply and demand of home service through an on-demand multi-device, multi-opening system, and multi-platform application that can be used from any devices, PCs, tablet, and cell phone, with an internet connection. Team, your time starts now. Don't forget you have only 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you guys. My name is Alvaro Escalante. I'm joined by my colleague, Jamie Merino. He's the CEO of the company, but I'm going to be doing all the talking and presenting this before you. So yes, Diego Technologies, I'm the CEO, I'm the guy behind the numbers and the micro and macro growth strategy. The problem that we have in Latin America at the moment, actually been there for several years, is that we have a lot of fragmented industries in which a large number of companies compete, but there's not a single one group of them with enough market share that dominates the industry. And what happens is that what the market exhibits is that there's a vast majority of these companies are micro, small mom and pop shops, informal, incompetent, that don't necessarily have a lot of economy. They're quite small, human resources, and not necessarily have a clear vision of the transit technology. So what we put together is an on-demand app that connects the supply and demand of home services through a multi-device, multi-operating system, multi-platform application managed from a single place that, as I just mentioned, connects the supply and demand of services. Okay. So we're before a huge market. The Latin home services market is about $6 billion in terms of home cleaning, home movings, and home and repair and maintenance. But at the moment, our app, what we're focusing on is on moving services and home cleaning primarily, and then we'll be switching to those other verticals as we move forward. Okay, our revenue models is very simple. We have an app, which most of the process is automatic. Providers sign in, we filter most of those providers, and there's an end consumer that's looking, which is the demand that it's meeting the supply through the app. Okay, the way we met, it's pretty much like an Uber. In this case, it's more like a marketplace and an Uber, which is kind of a hybrid model. And the way we make money, it's actually very simple. We commission of every transaction, and we mark up depending on the service. We mark it up. We either have 30 to 35%, and on packing services that have to do with moving services, we have 100% markup, and in cleaning we have between 25 and 35%. Okay, we already have market validation, market fit, and traction to the past 3 years when we initiated with just a web-based service, and we were offering pretty much only moving services. We moved more than 3,200 people. We had a GMV closing year end 2021 of $330,000. And right now, since we switched that model, and actually we diverted from the original vision because we had a former partner, we decided to switch that model into a model that we could, actually, it could tap to a bigger size of the market. So right now, we're back at like $2,000, $3,000 per month. And we're actually working on, and by the way, that GMV that the company created in the past year was based on a bootstrap mode, which is actually quite interesting. So the next steps for the next 12 months is to work on the app that we have, and trying to finish that app, implement it and put it together. And at the moment, Jamie, myself, and Bruno were the bread and butter of the company.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Sorry, Alvaro, your time is over. Now the question of our judges, please.
Sure.
If I may start, I love your idea because I hate cleaning, so I for sure would be a user. But my issue here is security. Because it's not something like Uber when I am stepping in somebody else's car, but this is someone that is coming in my house and is looking into how I live, if I live alone, how many pets do I have. So it's quite different. And I was wondering how you're managing that, one question. And the other question is, how do you manage accidents? And here I'm going to be very specific because in Peru, there is a law for this kind of works, this type of works, and you have to have an insurance. And this insurance should cover any accident that this person has, either going to the workplace, in the workplace, and back to the place where these people live, no? And cleaning is considered one of those activities that if is done not from a company, but from someone, a person, this person has to have that kind of insurance. So those are my two questions. Thank you.
Okay, so let me try to answer both of those questions. The first question is about providers. All the providers that that we meet or sign up to the app, they go through a filter and they have to follow a protocol. Okay. So I hope that answers number one about, the providers. In terms of things that could happen when they visit your house, definitely that's a problem that we need to work on. And there's an insurance model we're working on. It's not definite because there's not a crystal ball or a solution to that, but we're working on that. But that's an issue. That's definitely an issue.
Thank you.
And by the way, I just want to compliment what Isabel's question. As you may know, when you put this app out on the market, you're not out there to provide high-end services. You're out there to provide convenience services, just like Uber, right? So yeah, that's a problem that we need to solve and needs to be tackled. Yes.
Other question to the team? Questions?
Maybe Alvaro, if you can explain about the pivot that you had, because I heard about Diego maybe like 3 years ago, but I wasn't like so sure why you did the pivot.
Could you repeat that question? Could you your volume.
Yeah, which was the reason why you did the pivot from the
okay, great question. Yeah, thank you, Luis. Yeah, the reason is because formerly in the company, Jamie had another co-founder, but they diverted on the vision. Okay, they were only focused on moving services. So I met Jamie in a boot camp about 4 years ago, and I was very interested in what these guys were doing and see if they're going to escalate. So about a year ago, we met again he told me about what's going on, and I said, listen, we need to take this to another level. So we need to complement it with other verticals. So that's where I came in. We started doing the financial modeling, the micro and macro strategy, growth strategy, to see if there would be a nice fit with me in the company. So that's how it all started. And that's pretty much the reason why we changed. I don't know if it's a pivot, but I mean, we just changed the business plan because we're still in the same space. It's not like we're pivoting to sell chickens, right? I mean, we're still in the same space.
Cool. Thank you, Alvaro.
Yeah, thank you.
No, we move on the growth category and we start with eco-building technology.
Eco-building technology develops quick assembly and low-cost housing for different sectors, especially for mining and temporary housing. Their houses have a high level of comfort, are designed to withstand extreme climates, have compact packaging, and have the advantage of not using heavy machinery or specialized labor. Team, your time starts now.
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, Daniel, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Daniel, CEO and co-founder of Ecobuildtech, the first construction in Peru for now. The picture in this, give me a second. Okay, sorry. The picture says, what do we do? We build in the middle of the nowhere with our housing design and new technology, with hard environment, like a hard wine, snow, and high, low temperature with hard conditions. That's the main problem. The traditional construction, they take like 80 months to build a house with expensive cost, low comfort, and non-support hard environments. That's work for a family that don't have money, like the first picture. That's my job. That's my job to be done, actually, to create a Ecobuildtech. But in this first stage in the Ecobuildtech, we attend the mine sector with a B2B model. In this sector, the only product that we have are the containers and the soft shelters or tents. Both products don't have any innovation, like for years. Don't offer thermal comfort and hard condition security, a you need technical professional to install. Why they still buy it? Why the mine sector is still buying? Cheap price in the case of the tents, but don't offer any comfort and security for the mine worker. And for the containers, those are expensive, worse in this pandemic. They don't have other option. In fact, doesn't exist any innovation with expensive price and expensive transport too. It's a hard problem. The market is really interesting because we are my country, of course. The market, the last portfolio in 2026, they offer $23 billion just in construction in mine. And we are focused to take just a 4% the next 3 years. Of course, we help with some investment VC. In our projections to still growing, the other markets like oil and gas start in Colombia. Many contractors use modeling like Ecobuildtech offer. And of course, Chile. In this case, Cuito Valley helped us to take this project in Atacama. This is our solution, do new technology housing design. Our first innovation is the Eco One. It's a house that you can build just in 6 days. Where in one, the first stage in the Eco One is a little package that have the all elements like a window, floor, ceiling, walls, electrical parts, all that you need for living, for a family living, or in this case, in the mine sector. And the other, the price is really cheap, it's really competitive, like a tent, but the comfort and quality is really high. And the other model that we have is the Megalodon. It's a hotel with 3 levels that we built in just 30 days. We use a strategy, economy strategy, really circular economy strategy, really hard in Ecobuildtech. For that way, we do the old things in all design housing. This is revenue model. This is our model. We start to with attend a request for our customers. We design or do a proposal. We use VR design and for try to do the experience to our customer and show to them the real proposal they can offer. And next, our customer send us a PO, and we start to produce. This is our traction in 2021, the first year of EcoBuildTech. We reached to $4.2 million.
Sorry, Daniel, time is over. EcoBuilding, thank you very much. Now we go to the questions of our judges. Go ahead. Questions, please.
Yeah, so I can ask. Daniel, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us about your like past entrepreneurial activities as well. Like, what made you bring what brought you to building EcoBuildTech?
Oh well, well, that's a good question. Well, my experience for me, for Daniel, I have experience like 16 years construct many buildings in the mine sector. And when I have the idea in EcoBuildTech to do new designs housing is for the B2C. Actually, that's the mindset of EcoBuildTech. Give a solution for the family that don't have any house. So my technology have a good price for this kind of family. And in this first stage, I attend this mine sector because new technology in construction in Peru, we don't have any knowledge. We just think it bricks and concrete. And new technologies in houses in other countries is we have many options, but in Peru we don't have. So EcoBuildTech try to offer this new kind of technology in house to just not just for the mine sector. B2B is good market. You check the numbers. But the mindset and the goal for EcoBuildTech is for the B2C, for the family that they have a house.
Cool. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Can you tell us more about why is your solution something that deals with ecology, or why you call it eco building? And also, I'd like to know if this technology is registered already.
Yeah, good question, Isabel. Thank you very much. Well, that really good, and that's a tricky in EcoBuildTech for the price because we reduce the waste. I had waste when I do the cuts in the thermal panel, the walls, the roof. I have a waste, but we reduce the waste. We put together all waste and do new pieces. And these new pieces with the waste we use in the Eco One in the Megalodon. For that way, I can offer a good price for our customer. This is part of the strategy for circular economy in EcoBuildTech. And the other part, well, in that case, in the Eco One, we don't use a steel structure. This is the other part. We use the theory like Romans, in the history of Romans, put a wall with roof together. We use the same antique engineer, but bring here in this day. Yeah.
Thank you very much, EcoBuildTech. So Arturo, now I think it's time for Lawful.
Thank you. Viva Peru.
Lawful has created solutions to allow lawyers to acquire technological skills such as programming and provide a platform which online technology course. Go ahead, team. Don't forget you have only 4 minutes. It starts now. team. The time running starts now.
Sorry, I am in mute. Hi everyone, my name is Carlos Supo. I am the co-founder and CEO of Lawful. I would like to start with a real story. Mario Alejandro, a lawyer specializing in energy mining law, was suddenly out of work in 2020 in the midst of a pandemic. He contacted a person from Global, the software development company, to ask if they suddenly need someone for the legal area. And the company told him, we don't need a person in the legal area, but we have technology position. Mario decided to train in technology for 1 year, and after that time, he received an offer from the same company, Glow. There are professionals such as lawyers who are far from technology and to the technology change in the world. They don't know how to respond. What about the market? We have a big market in legal industry. We have a total market of $20 billion, and we have a potential available market of $20 million. What is the solution? Improve the skills of lawyers to make them more competitive in an increasing technological world. For the reason, we have a platform of course in demand, through which lawyers can learn specialized technology courses in their career. About revenue model, our main form of income is by subscriptions and individual purchase of courses. The traction, we are growing 10% weekly in users. The users who buy our course are satisfied. Also, we are in 2 different programs for startups, EWC startup programs and Startup Green memberships. The next steps for Lawful is raise $150,000 and grow for the next 4 years, with a projection of selling $10 million in 2026, and in the previous years also we can grow. Finally, I would like to say I have experience in the area of education and technology for more than 8 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawful. Your time's up, and now it's time for the judges to ask questions.
Hola, Carlos. I have a question for you. How are you planning to invest the money that you want to raise?
I think invest in improve our platform. We need improve different tools in our platform, such as improve especially in increase more course in our platform. Also in advertising marketing, and mostly in these 2 options, platform and marketing.
Thank you.
Would any other of the judges like to ask a question, perhaps? Okay, lawful. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Now we have the time of para ahora team. Para ahora, first call, para ahora, please, para ahora.
Ahora is a microcredit platform that allows students to pay
sorry.
their tuition fees. Yes, Arturo.
Sorry, I can see members of the team. Please, ahora, please, member of the team. Let's call para ahora team. Okay, no members of the team. Fabiola, who is the according to the rules, who is the next step?
All right. Well, now we have the deliberation moment.
Okay, before that, if para ahora doesn't stay in the national final, the team is automatically is eliminated immediately. Now who is the next step, Fabiola?
All right. Oh, well, we have concluded the pitching stage. And now we ask everybody to wait just for a few minutes because we will go to the deliberation room with the members of the jury. They are not going away. We'll be back.
Okay, members of the jury, Mr. Salazar, Ms. Velarde, please come with me with the deliberation room.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here and for being part of this final contest. Well, while we wait for the judges, we want to share you a video which is about the progress of USIL Corporation. So please, Christian, share the video with us.
What is it that awakens our passion and is capable of making our dreams come true? What is that engine capable of making our greatest projects come true? For Universidad San Ignacio de Loyola, an academic institution that was born under the prestige of the USIL Educational Corporation, with more than 50 years of solid trajectory, the answer is education. An education of excellence, excellence that is shared with all our students. Excellence that is expressed in our 4 institutional pillars: entrepreneurship, research and development, globalization, and sustainability. A university with 9 faculties and more than 35 degree programs in high demand in the labor market. More than 2,500 professors who leave an inspiring mark on each of our 25,000 students and more than 15,000 graduates. With more than 270 international agreements with universities on 5 continents. And important institutions of worldwide reference, such as the largest entertainment center in the world, Walt Disney World, where our students carry out important internships and academic exchanges, as well as the famous Paul Bocuse Gastronomic Institute that chose us as its campus for Latin America. We encourage the entrepreneurial spirit of our students to make their own businesses and companies possible. Our USIL Graduate School, the first to offer an MBA in Peru and more than 30 specializations, including doctorates, masters, diplomas, and professional extension programs. For people with work experience, we have the CPEL University Continuity Program that allows thousands of technical professionals to obtain a university bachelor's degree of high academic prestige. And responding to the entrepreneurial spirit of many Peruvians, the UCIL Entrepreneurship Institute with technical careers of high value in the market. Becoming the first university to receive LEED Silver and LEED Gold certifications, thanks to our eco-efficient designs. We are proud to be the university with the highest number of Guinness World Records in Latin America. Our campuses have spaces that promote research and development projects, offering learning and recreational environments that contribute to the integral formation of the professionals of the future. Stand out where our peaceful Francisco Molognesi de Pachacamac Ecological Campus and modern laboratories and the Institute of Food Science and Nutrition, ICANN. Stand out, and the Pisco Farm south of Lima for the production of nutraceutical products. Promoting health sciences through our human medicine career, and the practice of sports through our Physical Activity and Sports Sciences Center. Responding to the challenges of virtual education, we created the UCIL Digital Learning Factory, an innovative platform specially implemented for the creation of academic content, with synchronous, asynchronous, and blended classes, and the most recent implementation of hybrid classrooms, capable of generating interaction between the teacher and both face-to-face and virtual students in real time. And UCIL On Life, a modern and advanced platform for continuing education courses. UCIL is ranked 8th among the best universities in the country, according to the 2022 ranking of the prestigious international consulting firm Quacquarelli Simons, QS, who also recognized us with 5 stars in the categories of inclusion and employability, which places us as the second best Peruvian university among those with less than 50 years of history. We are also ranked 6th in the LATAM 2021 The Times Higher Education Ranking, and 1st in Peru in the Educational Innovation Ranking of the newspaper El Economista.es, consolidating us as an international and sustainable university. UCIL believes that quality education is an engine capable of driving personal growth, thereby creating authentic agents of change. UCIL is always committed to academic excellence.
Okay, Arturo just told me that the judges are still deliberating, so that's why we've had great pitches from all our participants. So, well, the decision is very difficult. So please, let's wait a few more minutes until they return to the room. Please, Christian.
Okay, we miss all? Yes, I suppose. Fabiola, tell us what the public during this waiting time. How do you feel? How do you feel the moment, the waiting moment, Fabiola?
Well, I guess we were very anxious, very curious, and we were expecting for you to come back the sooner the better. So here we are about to listen to the jury's decision.
Yes, okay, very important, but I would like to invite our judges to make a few words. Please, our judges, thank you very much. Awards or judges. Turn on your cameras, or judges, please. Talk, Luis, Steven, Isabel, Lucien. Words?
Yeah, I can start. Well, congratulations to everyone. Very interesting projects. Unfortunately, we had to choose just a couple for the competition, but best of luck and continue doing innovation for Peru and the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I can go next. Very grateful for the opportunity, but also very eager to keep looking for new ventures here in Peru and having players as UC Ventures just propelling the ecosystem.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Our ladies, please. Isabel, Lucien.
No, just to congratulate all the participants. They were really all very good projects. So congratulations to all, but this is how it is in contests. There's always a winner, so we have the results.
I wanted to congratulate every team. I was very happy to see a lot of new projects, and always happy to know new teams and their ideas.
Okay, no more waiting more. Okay, the moment we have all been waiting. I must tell you that the decision was not easy. Only check the time process, the easy at all. But we must announce that two representatives of Peru, two winners this afternoon. But before, for that reason, Mr. Luis Salazar, in representation of Investa, and Ms. Nancy Velarde, in representative of Peruvian British Chamber of Commerce. Okay. About these ventures, the representative, me. Before that, the favorite of the audience was Nutritech, the favorite of the audience. Claps. Now, the moment of the truth. The two representatives of Peru, Mr. Salazar, Ms. Velarde, just a moment. Luis, the winners of Peru are
Eco Building
and Lateral.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank
we
you
are
very
so
much.
impressed. I'm very grateful for this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now, in the team, in the next days, we talk about the two teams, equilibric and lateral, to next steps. Congratulations, Erica, Daniel, congratulations so much.
Okay. Thank you, Arthur. Our whole thing of entrepreneurship World Cup. We're thinking right now.
Maybe
Guys, saluden aquí.
maybe two or one, or could be our representative in Saudi Arabia the next March of 2023. Now the Jen sent us the continue the next steps on the next year, according to the words of Ms. Ana Maria Torres, for the boot camps and mentoring. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much. For the reason the event was finished and closing the room. Thank you so much. The event was over.
Thank you very much.